All right. So this is an argument that I keep bumping into. People keep bringing it up to me, or I keep just bumping into it on social media and other platforms. Entrepreneurship versus employment. Da-da! What are my thoughts? To be honest, for the most part, when I was employed, I really thought entrepreneurship was it. I really thought everybody should be an entrepreneur, and everybody who was not an entrepreneur was having an excuse. They needed to be an entrepreneur and participate in that field because that was the only way we could achieve change. We need to employ each other, we need to create wealth, we need to impact our economies in one or the other. That was my point of view. I became an entrepreneur, and that just reinforced the point of view. And all the trials and all the hard times in entrepreneurship just made me feel really, really like a righteous warrior for the economy, a bold few that are really willing to take the chances for the timid ones. Yeah. But right now, my point of view has totally changed. And I always say sometimes that it's okay to change your mind. Don't be stuck in a point of view just because you said something last year. It doesn't mean you have to say the same thing. If maybe your knowledge has changed, you're allowed to grow. You're allowed to change your mind. So how has my mind changed? I believe right now that we are all different with different skill sets. We all know that, right? But we act as if we're not different. We act as if there's a right way of doing things, a right way of being, a right choice for all of us. So everybody who chooses that is on the right path. No, we're different on purpose. We're different by design. So some people will thrive as entrepreneurs, some won't. Some people will thrive as employees and some won't. The trick, however, is you finding your zone. Because I know there are so many entrepreneurs who are stuck as employees because they're scared. And there's so many entrepreneurs who should be employees, but they can't move because they're scared also, or they're proud, or whatever reason that is. But in this one life, we don't have the what is the word? The choice. I don't want to say choice, but I'll just use it for now. But the liberty, the privilege of playing around with, I have to be because I'm keeping up appearances. No, life is short. You have one life. If you are an entrepreneur and you decide and you see after doing it for a while that it's not working, shift. If you're an employee and you think, well, I think I was made for entrepreneurship, shift. You'll never know if you just sit in the space you're in. You have to try. You have to experience these things. And when you experience them and you change your mind, change it. One life. Come on. Explore yourself, explore your capabilities, explore your potential. I think the saddest thing is to live through life and never uncover your potential. And that's where this comes for me. Entrepreneurship or employee. Who are you? Where are you going with your life? What excites you? What do you believe is your purpose? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? If that matches with being an employee, be an employee. If that matches with being an entrepreneur, be an entrepreneur. Hey, you can even mix the two. You can be a great employee who has excess funds, who invests in other people who are entrepreneurs. You don't have to take all the risks yourself. You don't have to be out there chasing things to be relevant. No. If you're an entrepreneur and you feel like you have to back out, back out. If you're an employee, you feel like you have to back out, back out. It's your life. Explore it. Be the best version of yourself. That's what matters with this life. Build the legacy you want to leave behind. You want to be remembered by your grandchildren. Do you remember your great grandparents? I don't think anybody has talked about my great grandparents, but there are some families where their great grandparents matter. Like even the families of the Bible, their great grandparents matter. Why? Because they did epic things that changed the trajectory of the whole tribe, of the whole nation. I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. And I think that's what each one of us should aim at. And the path to achieving that kind of legacy can either be as an employee, a great executive, an excellent employee, or you can be an excellent, amazing entrepreneur. Just be great at what you're called to be. Be convinced within yourself that this is what you're meant to be, and just pursue it with all your heart. And may God back you up in that. And I believe that's what a fulfilled life is about. Don't let fear be what decides for you. Don't let people's opinions be what decide for you. You decide. You and God decide. And then own it. Choose and move on. Right?